of the Surface Navy's priorities are today?
Well, the priorities that I've been working on, again, I kind of bend these things into people, things, and ideas. First and foremost, center on the professionalization of our surface warfare community, both officers and enlisted. So I want to take a bit of a round turn, make a slight adjustment to what we've been doing for the basic training for our division officers with a mandatory I-stop, so an en route to the first ship period of time at both Norfolk and San Diego for about an 8-week course as opposed to, say, the 4-week course that we have right now, kind of going through the surface warfare basics. And I think that tees our folks up to hit the deck plates running and to be very comfortable and professional when they get to their first ship. So I think, that's first and foremost. Highest priority in my mind is hitting that side of it. The second piece is working on the enlisted side to see what I can do, again, working seashore rotation. And what I strongly feel is our best and brightest sailors that we have out there, when they move ashore, they ought to move ashore to what I'll call an enriching tour. So you come off and you're the best Aegis Fire Controlman. You either go and do maintenance at an RMC and take it to the next level because you're working at, on greater detail in your equipment, or you go into the training community, ATG, or perhaps back at Great Lakes. And again, continue to advance that professional in-rate knowledge that you have when you left the ship. So when you come back a pay grade higher, you are significantly more trained and prepared in your area of expertise. So if we could do those two things on the officer and enlisted side, I would really like to see that. On the things side, I take a look really at the current readiness, and so it's all about ownership and understanding your gear and taking charge. And we've been working that pretty hard. And so you will see the Surface Force readiness manual hit the fleet here around the end of February. And this will be a little bit different than the training manual that we have in the past, a little more inclusive, and it goes to FRTP and being able to lay out the process to make sure that we are as fully prepared as we can be when we hit that deployment time. And I think that's going to be one huge effort in that area. A second piece, and I'll call it the wholeness area, is we are taking a look at Aegis wholeness to make sure that we've got things teed up properly to have the best operational availability we can possibly get. So USS Monterey, for example, on the last deployment increased the periodicity of some of their Aegis maintenance with tremendous results. Greater level of knowledge by the sailors, greater understanding by the commanding officer, and greater effectiveness of the weapon system, simply by retweaking some of the stuff that we've done in PMS in the past. At the same time, we are doing a deep dive, taking a look at Aegis sparing, and with some relatively minor adjustments to the parts that you carry on board, the operational availability goes up. So we're taking a look at those things, and I think you're going to see the results of those very soon in the fleet. That is hugely important. LCS, the ship of the future that we're putting out there, very important to everything that we do. We're doing an LCS war game right now, and we're going to get some great results. One, on what it takes to maintain that class of ship forward, so we can operate as designed for an extended period of time. And the second thing is the concept of operation and how we operate. And I'm very encouraged by the initial parts of the war game, where we're going over the next couple weeks and a few months into the future. So that'll be insightful. Ideas in my mind are all about what we bring to the equation. And I think what the surface warfare community brings is contact. It's contact with other nations, with other sailors. It's the interaction on a one-to-one basis. It's the interaction between two ships, or perhaps a strike group out there operating off the coast of a country. It's that personal contact, the interaction with others, that makes all the difference in the world. It shares American values and lets people know what we stand for, what we're all about. And taking that out there and executing in that realm with that personal contact, I think is a force multiplier and something that is very important to all that we stand for. That's particularly aligned, I think, with the new defense strategy as we move ahead.
All right, sir. Thank you. Can you tell me what you thought of this year's symposium, how you think it went?
I think the symposium has been great. And what I really like about it is the alignment that different speakers have, and kind of, I think, the appreciation and acceptance that industry and our sailors have that are out interacting with those folks that are giving some of the presentations. There seems to be a terrific synergy with a high degree of confidence that we're moving forward in the right direction, and that is something that makes me feel very proud of the surface warfare community.
All right, sir, we covered everything I was going to ask. Is there anything you'd like to add that I didn't ask?
Yeah, you know, the one thing that I would say is when you come to an event like this, the greatest thing is seeing old shipmates. Some still wearing uniform, some out of the uniform, all doing great, and all still dedicated to serving their nation. And I really enjoy that. It's a wonderful event, and I look forward to participating every single year.